to find that time to spend together. You know, we get so kid focused with children, and I don't care if you have one kid or you have 10 kids. It's like a lot of kids, and you get so kid focused. You can be so focused on your kids. We put our marriage on the back burner, but we want you to have a marriage that is thriving, that's a priority, and that you place on the front burner, right? And so date nights are one of those ways that you can place your marriage back out front. And so we just want to give you a few tips real quickly of how we did that.
Of how we just did date nights on the cheap. And that's one of our things. And so, you know, the first thing you got to do is just realize that you can do a lot without a lot of money. And you can figure out just some fun things. Like, for instance, going on a date night sometimes is going to a really cool place to go on a walk.
Yeah.
Because walking is so healthy for you.
Right.
And you can still have a good conversation, and you can talk, and you can kind of get a fast pace going.
Right.
And so
we do those a lot still.
Yeah.
We do a lot of walking.
And walk on the. We have several waterfronts because we are a group that lives on the waterfront. And I remember we go to the forest.
We're a community that lives on the waterfront.
We're a community. We're a commune.
That sounded really funny. We're a group.
No, but like, you know, I was just
We're
thinking.
Native Americans.
I think the other day we should go walk Point Defiance again. I really
Not
like
really.
that.
That's always really fun. Our kids really like that one too. But he's kind of talking about no-cost dates. Like, so first, let's talk about some no-cost dates. You can get creative here. So you can go on walks. You can go to a beach and just hang out. You don't have to walk. If walking's not your thing, you can just sit at a beach and just enjoy just being at the beach, or a lake if you live by a lake, or a river. Bike rides. We love bike rides when we, especially are on vacation. That kind of becomes a thing when we're on vacation. We love to go on bike rides. Library. We not only used to go to the library, when we had a Borders and Books in town.
Oh, yeah.
We would go to Borders
Poor
and Books.
Borders and Books.
We'd be there on Friday night. It would be so funny. Sometimes it was like hilarious. And there was a coffee shop upstairs, so we get this coffee night. They had these special hot chocolates, had whipped cream and little sprinkles on them and stuff. And we would go to Borders and Books, and we would just wander through the aisles there and look at books and talk about books and share book ideas. And that was kind of our date. Like, it was crazy. Like, we just
I really
like
like doing that.
I know, I kind of miss it. And then the other idea is museums. Typically, your museum will have a free night once a month or once a week. Like, it's the free night that you can go to. So check out your local museums to see if they have any free days or free nights to go to.
Well, like, for instance, I just read on our little community's Most Wanted Facebook, this Saturday is, they call it Gig Harbor Friday Night Market. Did you know they're doing that?
Yes, down at Seven Seas.
Seven Seas from 4 to 9.
Right.
And is it actually in the building?
Is it
They don't have
Friday
enough
Market or
room.
Gig Harbor Market? Because you said it's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday. It says May 4th, whatever that is.
Okay, that's Saturday. So it's the Gig Harbor Market. They do a Tacoma Market too, that I've a couple times put on our calendar that didn't work out. But yeah, I do know they're doing it on Saturday.
But is it only in the building, or is it just like? Or,
I have no idea. I haven't
well,
been.
we got to go check it out.
Yeah. Anyways, so a lot of communities are doing this, at least in our area right now. There's like the Tacoma Market, the Gig Harbor Market, the Seattle Market, and they do like just these fun where they have like food vendors or craft vendors, you know, just different vendors and stuff, and they do it like once a month.
Right.
For all those DIY kind of people and stuff. So I haven't been to one. I've just seen pictures of it online. So that we should go check that out on Saturday.
Yeah. So that's another great way to just get out and try and do things that kind of get two birds with one stone.
Right.
Go walking, have a date, get a little bit of food at a market type environment. You're paying under $10 for something.
But first
really
we were
good.
talking about no-cost dates. So a no-cost date would mean just going and wandering, right?
Which is virtually completely impossible. Well, no, you bring your lunch.
Why are you saying that?
I know. I should say
Okay,
that.
so wait, let me finish these dates because he's interrupting with his own
I
idea.
totally am.
So
I'm sidetracking.
he's right, going to a local event, right? Because my last point on no-cost dates was, okay, they were walking, go to a beach, ride a bike doesn't cost you anything, the library or a bookstore doesn't cost you anything unless you buy a coffee, going to a museum, or local events. Like in our community, they are always advertising free events, free concerts, especially in the summer, right? There's the free movie nights out in the parks. There's the free concerts in the park. There's lots of free events. Just Google free events in your area.
Oh, that's a good
and you
point.
will find some fun ones.
Yeah.
So the next one that we'll talk about is, we'll talk about do-it-yourself dates, right? So food is expensive. You know,
I
that's one of
agree.
the big expenses when you go on a date is like, goodness, you go to a restaurant, it can be quite pricey.
You have a particular friend that always cracks me up because she goes, I don't know why I have to go out and eat somewhere because the next day I'm just going to get rid of it all. Wasn't that just a waste of money?
What?
Yeah.
I have a friend that says that.
She told me that one time. Like, she's just going to, like, go to
Poop
the
it out?
bathroom the next day. And, like,
Okay.
what was the point of that? And I kind
Right.
of looked at her and thought, well, I guess you're right. I
Okay,
mean,
so now we're talking about food, and he's getting on in the potty talk. We'll move back to talking about the ways to do it yourself dates, right?
Yes.
So make your own meal and take it. Pack a picnic. And go to a beach or a park. This works best in the summer or the nicer weathers, or if you live in like California or Florida, you can pretty much do this year round. But think about how you can pack your own and go on a date and do something and not have to have that expensive food.
I'll tell you why it's important too, because let's just say you're really on a plan, like you're
meal
wanting
plan.
to watch your weight. You're you're gonna find that in this world you can just eat whatever, and it just ends up putting pounds on you. It just does, and I'm the worst at it. And the great thing about packing your own lunch, you pack what you need to eat, and I like that.
Exactly. So that works. Another idea is coupon dates, right? And so this is probably the number one that we have used.
We're actually pretty good at this.
And this is, I go on Groupon. I look for coupons in mailers, in the newspapers, in my mailbox that come in. I go online and I just Google and I search for them. I've been known to be in a restaurant Googling for coupons. But you can plan ahead and you can look at that. Look
They
ahead.
must love us.
I know.
We're looking for the
Let
coupon.
me find that coupon. Here it is. And I sign up for our restaurant's emails that I like to go to, right? It's like we like to go to this one called Maggiano's when we're out of town. And so I always get their emails so that I know. We like Buca di Beppo up in Seattle, so we get their coupons. So I sign up for the restaurants so that and I also know what deals they're having. Often they might have a coupon, but they're having a special that week, right? So that's another way. And then also buying gift cards and planning ahead. So like I got an email from Panera yesterday that right now, if you buy a $50 gift card, you get a $10 gift card free, right? So that's a 20% savings on my Panera meals. If I go to Panera, I'm saving 20% automatically by just using those gift cards.
Panera, I've noticed, is getting a little more pricier too.
I know. So you
I
need
can't
those
believe it.
coupons. Anyways, generally at Christmas time, just about every restaurant that sells gift cards has those deals. Like
Right.
buy a $50 one, get a $10 one free. So I try to save my money and buy those ahead of time for the restaurants that I know we're going to use.
Here's the great part about coupon dates these days is that you don't really need the coupon. It's on your phone.
Yeah.
You can just go find it. It used to be you had to cut it out or you had to look for it. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah. You
It's
can
really
save it.
nice and it's easy.
And this is a little habit I've been trying to teach my high school boys too, is to find coupons when they're going out with their friends and they're eating out. So Nate in his car has a little coupon folder and he has coupons for all the
Does he really?
Yeah, his for the different. I give him like the fast food restaurant ones, different coupons of places I know he likes to go, and freebies like get a free appetizer if you buy this. He loves those, and I love it. The other night he messaged and they wanted to go to Tacoma to eat, and we kind of have a rule that he can't go over there that late at night. They like to eat this place, Frisco Freeze, and it's not in the best area of town, and it's a drive up. It's not like a restaurant you go inside and eat, so it means they're out in the parking lot. And so,
But it's the best cheeseburgers
It's really good.
in all of the area.
So we tell him, no, you can't go. So he and his buddies all go to Applebee's. And you know why? It's half off appetizer night time. They
Oh,
go during
really?
the hours of half off appetizers. So already as high schoolers, they're learning how to coupon hang out. But
Well,
which will
didn't
help
you
them
learn to
coupon
kind of
date.
do that in
Oh,
high
I was
school?
a couponer when I was a little girl.
I mean-
when I was little, I was cutting them out of the newspaper and getting my little coupons to go to the store and buy things. My
Oh,
free ice
really?
creams. I signed up for every birthday club. When I was little, when I was like in elementary school, I could walk to all like the little shopping centers. And so we would sign up for the free birthday ice cream at Baskin Robbins, the free pizza from Round Hill Pizza, from Shakey's Pizza, like all those freebies at our birthdays, and I would go get them all.
You know,
So-
if we were friends when you were a little kid, I would have been your friend.
because I was a dealer? Or I mean, like
No,
a
because
dealer.
I know you just would have taken care of me. It's like I used to find just the cutest
had a-
girl who like had her stuff together,
You
and
would
I
have
would
liked.
make.
We had a fun gang in our neighborhood. Like we were a gang. We had
Yeah,
fun.
I'd make sure to bring the entertainment, and you brought the coupons.
Yep. Okay, so coupon dates are another one. Another one that Steve started to talk about earlier was cheap dates, right? Like how can you do it with less money? And those would be dates like just go on an ice cream date. And I know the ice cream can be expensive too, but just get an ice cream cone, right?
Yeah.
Go on a dessert date. Go on a coffee date. Go to the coffee shop, your local coffee shop, and just sit in a coffee shop and enjoy that. Or one of the things that we have always been big on is sharing a meal. So we would buy one meal and maybe a salad, like a small side, like an extra side salad, and we would share the meal. And that was like our go-to.
Well,
for
and here's the thing.
years.
It's not like we're trying to be totally like cheapskates
Oh, yeah,
because
okay.
we'll pay for an extra plate or something, but we're like half the time when you go eat someplace, like let's say for instance, a big steak dinner. How many bites of steak do you really need?
Maybe two.
Yeah, well, for me, I need maybe 10
Right.
really great bites,
and it
about
works
4
for
ounces.
us because I'm not a big meat eater, right?
True.
So it's
True.
easy.
If you're both going to your favorite place and and you want your own meal, we
Right.
get that. But at the end of the night, we'd order a separate salad. You'd usually order an extra baked potato, but we'd save at least $10-15
Right.
because we just split a meal. And it's really fun too if you want to go to a nice restaurant but only want to split a meal. And you're very kind to the waitress. You should still tip them well.
Yeah, you should tip well. I don't think they're a good tipper.
I'm talking about you, not me.
I'm a good tipper. He's not so good.
Well,
You're
according to my partners in another company, I'm not a great tipper. I thought I was a good tipper. I grew up living on tips. And the thing was, we had to earn our tips. It wasn't just
So
given to
what
us.
he's saying is the wait staff doesn't earn their tip. I don't know. Anyway, we can talk about it on that.
Yeah.
We'll have a show all about tipping. No. Okay, and then the last one is just really home sweet home, right? Like if childcare is a challenge for you, then just have a date at home. Put your kids to bed early if your kids are little still.
Right.
Put them to bed early. Have a candlelight dinner. Watch a movie together. Read a book together. Play games together. Maybe it's just a tradition that you do like I said, like on Thursday nights, you put the kids to bed and you guys are reading a book together.
Yeah.
And that is just spending time together. And then you can converse about the book, or maybe it's a movie. You guys have movies you want to watch together, and then you can talk about them. It just is really all about spending time together. That's what
Right.
the ultimate goal is. It really isn't about what you do; it's who you're spending the time
Right,
with, and
right.
that's what we're really trying to really kind of share here. And one of the last things I want to say is, babysitters, I get it. They're expensive. They're just like, it's expensive. And the more kids you have, the more you have to pay a babysitter. And
True.
then you're feeling like every minute counts when you're out. And you're thinking, oh, we're not getting anything done. We should do things while we're out. Anyways, think about how you could trade off with another family, with a girlfriend. If you've got family in town, maybe you have sisters or brothers in town, and you could trade off with them with date nights as well. Or grandma and grandpa would be willing to take your kids for a date night. I mean, if you want to do it, if you believe in your marriage enough and you want to make it a priority, you will figure out how to do it. Like I said, home sweet home dates, cheap dates, no cost dates. You can figure it out. And it's so important. It is really what I think made us survive through having 5 kids in our house. The craziness and the busyness was we knew we had this date night coming for just the 2 of us. And, one day those kids are going to be gone. And then it's going to be the 2 of you. And you don't want to feel like a hotel. And there's you don't know the person walking through the hallway.
That's really, really important. You cannot invoke all your love just in your children. You have to have a nucleus of love to really extend healthy love to everyone else.
Another thing we did for a long time, at one point, we did lunch dates. Do you remember? We would go on lunch dates a lot. When our kids were in school, they were in school in Tacoma when our 3 other kids were littler, and we didn't have all 5. We just had 3. They would be in school. We would find a way to just meet up for lunch because he was in Tacoma. I was going to come to Tacoma. So we would have a little lunch date as well, and that worked out. So we looked at our calendar and we X'd it out, and we found time to do it. So we just want to inspire you and encourage you to find a way to do it. And maybe you have to start with once a month. Maybe that's what works for you guys. Just do once a month.
But here's the point. Plan it.
Yeah.
Plan it. It doesn't just happen. There's sometimes we go, hey, what's going on tonight? Oh, I don't know. What do you do? Do you want to go out? Yeah, but there's just so many interruptions. But if you plan it and you say, okay, this is our night, it makes you kind of really prioritize. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to say. Prioritize your time with your spouse because this is a great investment. This is an investment in a relational bank account that will pay dividends for years to come. It really will.
Well, and it's just being intentional, right? You want to be intentional about your marriage and intentional about your relationship with your spouse. And so this is one way to be super intentional is having dates. So we hope that encouraged you. I do want to tell you about something else. Do you have anything more to say about date nights before I move?
No.
Okay. So I keep telling you that we have a new website, meaning we took all of the content from our old website and we created a new look with a new logo and a new brand and some new colors, and we kind of just changed it up, and we're super excited about it. Where you have some things we're still tweaking on. We get it. There's things we tweak. If you see something that isn't working and you don't like it, send me a private message or comment on our show here. We read those. We take those to heart. You are our community. We do it for you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we love that you're a part of this community. And we want you to feel like you have a voice. So make sure you let us know. And then right now, what you're going to start seeing, and another thing that we're adding is a lot more like free printables and free things and information and courses that are going to be coming up. I have a 7-day challenge course that I'm working on right now. Hopefully they'll be out in a few weeks. That will be free. That will just be a way to be an organized mom, to kind of calm the chaos in your life. But one of the things right now going on our website is if you sign up for our newsletter, and this newsletter that you're signing up for right now is the ability to get a once a week newsletter from me that will be starting soon, that I'm launching. And that newsletter is just kind of a snap picture of what's going on in 24/7 Moms right now. So it might be whatever new thing is coming up. It might be the latest blog post I think you can't miss. You've got to read these. It might be talking about our daily show, whatever. It'll just be something that is going out to the community that brings value, that gives you value, that you will love and you will not want to miss. So right now, sign up and you get my free spring cleaning checklist, and it's a whole bundle. It's not just 3. There's like 9 of them. So it's for every room in the house, for the bedrooms, for the kitchen, for the bathroom, for the laundry room, for the living room. I mean, it's all in there. Your office. And
these are working
checklists,
been proven.
They're little. There's each item like clean and organized closet. Check. You can check mark it off. Now somebody gave me a suggestion. I think it was Lori last night on the show told me. She says, "Oh, what you could do with your kids' ones, you could give them one of these, and these are all printable. You get to print these out. Super easy to print. It's not like click here, click here. It's like click here and print it." You can actually write like a little dollar amount or an incentive, like you get 30 minutes of screen time if you do these before chores.
Oh, what a great idea.
So get your kids to help you in spring cleaning as well. So these are great lists, just fun to have. If you miss out on spring cleaning, you want to do it in the summer or the winter or the fall, these lists are just good to have on hand. So go sign up for our email newsletter and you will get your free checklist. 247moms.com.
Go there and sign up, and she's going to send those to you. You're going to get them for free.
Yep, you get a little letter from me. You get a little confirmation. All of that happens, and your email is protected. We're not going to start spamming you. You're not going to get 100 emails from me a day. We do that on Facebook. If you want to see a lot of posts from us, stay on Facebook. That's where we post a lot of things.
Yeah.
But an email right now, the email currently is only going to be once a week. It might move to a couple times a week, but right now it'll be a once a week email.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us. We will see you here. Blah, 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 blah.
You're like really motor mouthing.
We will see you. I didn't get enough sleep last night. We will see you here tomorrow morning with our Friday favorites.
Friday favorites. It's going to be fun, and we got a great weekend ahead. But today is going to be a great day for you. I just know it.
Okay, great. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.